YouTube, what it do, man? It's your boy Benji, and we are back in between the ropes, man. Look, I got my hater blackers on, just for all you haters. No, I'm just kidding, man. I really do appreciate the love and support that a lot of y'all have been showing, subscribing and liking, and hitting the Patreon too, man. More content is on the way, man. Y'all keeping the boy motivated. Look, man, we've been diving into everything entertainment, man. Movies, TV shows, and specifically wrestling, man. I got one question for you. Are you ready? Does it feel like SummerSlam season yet? Alright, my fault. Look, SummerSlam is upon us, and we have gotten much of the expected match card, so I will give you all my thoughts heading in and my predictions prior to SmackDown. They may announce another match or two, so I'll add that to my SmackDown review. They did just say that they will be having a Zelina versus Julia match for the title on SmackDown, so whoop-de-doo. Anyways, let's get into the SummerSlam card. We got RACQUEL and ROXXANNE versus Charlotte and Alexa Bliss. It is very apparent that this tag team pairing has been set up in order to get the crowd cheering for Charlotte. Great job, it worked. Unfortunately, this match doesn't really make any sense. It came to fruition because Charlotte decided that they deserved to get back and was just awarded this match after speaking to the GM. Like, sure, Charlotte has plenty of years of magically finding her way into the title scene, but she has had no such privileges this year up to this point. So she at least had to win a Royal Rumble just to face Tiffany. Alexa Bliss is on TV with no purpose. I don't even recall her getting interviewed about her mission, goals, or anything like that since returning, as she hadn't been on TV in years as well. She's appeared and disappeared and reappeared over the last few months, so I guess it's the direction that the tag team division is going to be headed in. Strangely enough, I think instead of booking singles matches that ended in roll-ups, we could have dove into the dynamics of these tag teams. Alexa and Charlotte are the more talented duo individually, and finding ways for them to share the spotlight could have been an angle. Raquel doesn't really trust Roxanne, and them starting, at least trying to garner trust from one another, or trying to figure out their cohesiveness could have been a focus. And this match could have been a battle of who was able to put aside their differences for the greater goal. But no, it's kind of like it's the best friend story. In reality, Roxanne is just a placeholder for Liv, and Charlotte just wants another belt. So, reluctantly, she's willing to tag with Alexis, even though they didn't really want to be tag partners prior to this at all. And I guess Alexis just gave up on singles competition. Shoot, if you got Rhea Ripley on the roster too, I would give up on being a singles competitor as well. Regardless, Charlotte and Alexa are my predictions to win. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this match and the matches following in the comments below. I will say, and I will preface everything by saying, we don't really have a match card yet with specific time slots in order. But I'm just going by what I want for real. Again, I don't know which match is going to be first, second, last, who knows, but SAMI versus KARRION KROSS, which is a story that could have been more complex than SAMI simply just admitting that he was a bad guy or that Kross is right. But at the end of the day, this match is given to us because SummerSlam has 2 days, and we could have been continuing to beg for KARRION KROSS to get on TV, but it seems like WWE's running out of time, so it's like a, okay, here, take the match kind of deal from creative, since they can't ignore us much longer. But end of the day, I think Kross is right. SAMI is a bad guy. He is a spotlight thief. Think about it. He's aligned with the bloodline even though he is not a Pacific Islander. They were the hottest thing on TV, so why not draw some star power from these guys? He just had to be the guy to battle against the Usos, to get the tag team championships to turn on KO, to be finally regarded with some importance and get a shot at the Intercontinental Championship, and then winning on a big stage at WrestleMania 40. He even beat Braun Breaker before later losing to that kid, and then had nothing really going on. He had to jump back on the bandwagon when the Bloodline needed members for the War Games match, and he did that without hesitation. He fought against his bestie Kevin Owens again, who was hanging on to the last few minutes of his career and was on a spectacular run, mind you. He was left with nothing to do after that. And then it just became Jey Uso's hype man and was finally awarded a shot to tag with CM Punk. End of the day, he just does what is safe, but he has absolutely sold his soul to stay in the limelight, if you ask me. We're talking about Cody Rhodes. Let's talk about Sami Zayn. This dude is a bloodline member without actually being part of the bloodline. Anyways, KROSS should win this. But WWE could likely piss me off and have Zayn walk out with a W. Y'all know me, bro. I don't know why we're having Tiffany Stratton versus Jade. This has had months to build, yet there's zero story here. Jade was just getting jumped on SmackDown last week, and the person that came to save her was Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton doesn't even know if she's a babyface. She doesn't know if she's a heel. Get that gold off Tiffany and send her to the back of the line. That's all I got to say. Jade Cargill needs his W, and I would not be mad if there were some extracurriculars that went on in this match to at least entice me to watch it. We do have AJ Styles facing against Dominik Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. Dom has been who we've expected him to be over the last few weeks. A sneaky, slimy guy. Months ago, he ducked AJ and dodged him as well. But honestly, I'm not mad at Dom for not defending his title, because why give anyone an opportunity to take this belt away from me? But I don't know what Styles has going on. I did laugh at his numerous costumes trying to catch Dom lacking in order to ensure that this dude was healthy and clear to fight. But this dude just tagged with the Kabuki Warriors on Monday. Why? There's no direction for him. I would not get mad at an AJ Styles Intercontinental Championship run, but low-key, please, let's get the young guys an opportunity to do something meaningful. So at the end of the day, Dom's going to retain, probably with help with the Judgment Day. Becky versus Lyra. Dude, I literally don't even want to talk about this anymore. We've seen the same thing for months. Nothing has developed. Maybe we go see Bayley eventually become heel, or maybe Lyra, but I really don't care about anything. Either way, Becky should retain it, but will probably lose. Next challenger, please. Now, six-man tag team match. The one thing that SmackDown has done right is up the value of the men's tag team division. This match will probably be electric and exciting, and it could likely be the best match of the weekend. I want the Street Profits to either get their belt back, it's really about Street Profits to win. But WWE loves giving out consolation prizes, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see like Andrade win. It could mean something if the Wyatts retained, because we could kind of see what is the culmination of the tag teams trying to team up against the Wyatts and really get, I guess, a proper introduction to the guys on the Wyatts, but I don't think we're going to get that. We do get Solo and Jacob for the United States Championship match. This will be in a steel cage. I will say I did like one portion of the build-up, Solo trying to get Jacob arrested. Otherwise, I don't really care much about this match. It could be solid, though. I just think if Solo loses, this should be it for him. I mean, the whole decision for him to break free from Roman stemmed from winning, having a lot of value. And since Roman lost at WrestleMania, he was no longer fit to lead the bloodline. This led to Solo's rebellion. But again, Solo has been a habitual loser. Having 30 dudes by your side makes no sense if you still lose. He was built up to be the enforcer, but has had a horrible singles career. He was good, then he couldn't buy a win, and then he was built up to be a formidable challenger to Cody Rhodes, but he could not beat Cody. And they decided that he would fight Roman for the title of Tribal Chief, which he lost again. Let's not let's not forget. He has not acknowledged Roman since. He did tell us he was going to acknowledge Roman. He has not done that yet. It isn't like Solo needs the belt, but it would be a good plot device for many of his feuds. And so at the end of the day, Solo should win this, or it's time to break apart this whole lineup of guys who are not even related. Cody versus CENA for the championship. Yeah. I think this is supposed to be a street fight or have some type of stipulation with it. At the end of the day, I don't want to see this again. Maybe there'll be a big story-changing moment in this match. Tune in for the last 5 minutes. CENA should retain. Now, For the Women's Championship, we are talking about Naomi versus Io and Rhea. This match potentially could be very, very, very good. I think WWE has realized you include Io Sky in big matches to get big results, except for when Io Sky has a championship for some reason. You just don't worry about that then. But as long as she is a challenger, she'll put together a solid match. But somebody answer me. How does Rhea even get into this match? I get it. She was in the match where there was a cash-in. But Io was the champ. Io, I like both. Anybody gets... Y'all like it, so whatever. It will never change. But, I mean, answer me. When was the last time the WWE, or at least any of us, have seen Rhea Ripley fight in a qualifying match? It's been months. I think it hasn't been since Miss Liv Morgan had the championship. Y'all let me know. But anyways, Naomi should win. This match will be probably pretty good. The rest of the girls better proceed with caution. Jelly Roll and Randy Orton versus Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. I just cannot believe that we had the talent in this match being forced to share the ring with Jelly Roll. Randy was just vying for championship number 15. You have the last year of CENA, and what has Randy been up to all year? Anyways, I guess he just did not care about CENA beating him in his hometown, or he's been so traumatized that he decided to call Big Jelly for help. Why are they even fighting? Because Logan Paul said Jelly Roll was not a wrestler? He isn't. The dude is acting like he's standing up against bullies or whatever generic thing that the crowd would get behind, even though it's obviously not true. Let's be honest here. He's attacking Logan Paul and talking about how he's this and that and the third. Brother, I mean, like, visually, if you just had to look at the two guys and you had to decipher who's the good guy, who's the bad guy, Jelly Roll has all the tattoos. All his face. So, optics. And I guess since he got in the ring with Drew and interrupted his match against Randy Orton, ended up getting kicked in the face, this is why Drew had beef with him. I mean, he should have got kicked in the face. Why interrupt the match? Why is Randy spending one of the biggest PLEs tagging with Jelly Roll? At the end of the day, I really don't care who wins, as this match itself won't matter in a few days. But if I had to pick, Drew and Logan, who have championship aspirations, losing to a team that has Jelly Roll on it is just inexcusable. I don't care if these two are not a proper tag team. Neither are Randy and Jelly. They should not win. Now, CM Punk versus Gunther has been underwhelming. The match probably won't be anything too crazy either, but the windows are open for potential shenanigans. Maybe we see Seth. I don't know. I'm done with Gunther though. If he loses, and I mean, the question will be, would he even get any character development? It's kind of going to put me in a weird place because I don't believe that Punk will hold the title. I mean, there's zero bad guys for him to go against. So what's probably going to happen is this match is going to end up in a disqualification. Now, a match that's probably going to end up ending one of these nights is Roman and Jay versus the Bronze. This is another filler match. It could have been put together to fill the void left by Seth. But the problem is, the Bronze lose again. Their credibility as the future, or at least as menacing threats, it diminishes. I don't know why. What? I think I'm losing my mind just thinking about this match lineup. I don't even know what to understand. I don't even understand. I don't even get it. I don't get it. Anyways, I don't really believe or know what has occurred that led Roman to challenge these guys. Because they're disrespectful? The dude has forgotten completely about getting his championship back. The championship that was so important that he was willing to cheat by any means necessary over the last 4 years to retain. I also cannot believe that, I mean, he let Bronson beat him up and then take his shoes. He took the shoes off my Tribal Chief's feet. Yep, I know. That was crazy. I mean, he deserves to get put down for that, right? I mean, come on now. I was there too. Have y'all noticed the majority of Usos matches without a title have been multi-man matches? Yeah, fact check me on that one. All in all, I'm not too excited about SummerSlam, but I may tune in to watch match 2 live. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I mean, where's LA Knight? What happened to We Want Truth? Rusev and Aleister Black are doing nothing after a big return. Damian Priest is just wasting time after holding the championship a few months back. What happened to Shinsuke? Has anyone seen Mello? Majority of the women backstage have not seen the light of day. I mean, did y'all remember that Julia is a champion? Why are the Time Grande Americanos? Why is there a ladder match for the SmackDown Championship, but not what was Raw Tag Team Champions doing? And I don't know. Like I said, we might get another match or two announced at SmackDown, but y'all just stay tuned for the next one. Let me know what y'all think. Get some of y'all opinions about this build, as well as who you believe is going to win a lot of these matches. Stay tuned to the next one.